Oh, it's been so long. I need to test everything. I cannot see chat right now if people are already in here. Oh, jeez. No. We're trying to get chat on the screen. I still don't see you guys. Hold on. I think people are already in here. Welcome. I still haven't. Oh my God, please work. Oh my, wait, is that? Oh, what's happening? It used to be like transparent. Hi, Ranji, Kaz, Jelly. Oh my goodness. I need an understanding of audio. I don't know how it is. You guys have to let me know. Hi, Mary. Eh, Wait, I'm trying to fix something. No, I don't know. I don't know. Your audio is good. My mic. Join my stream. Not man. I don't remember how to make this transparent. Oh nah. Oh nah. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Membership going strong. Yeah, it's been like 6 months. I don't think anyone has a green name anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna have to work with that for now. Might have to. Is the audio low for anyone? Is it? It has to be my audio and then Schmiddy's. We're the only ones with membership, it seems. Yeah, Renji. Loyalty. I'm not sure. Damn, 7 months? Wait a minute. Oh, I think that's what I got for now. I think that's all I got for now. Damn. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi. Oh my God. Winter My audio's low. Okay, some people are saying it's good, some people are saying it's low. Had your membership since day one, yeah. Yes, you have, Elijah. I think my audio is in between good and low. Guess we'll see how that changes. How do you know how many months? You mean since my last stream? I remember I checked like a week ago. It was like 110 days ago. It's been that long. Whenever Schmidty's ready. You guys should hear him, and hopefully it's not awful. Wait, what's happening? Okay. Okay, we can hire Schmidty. He's not talking yet. He is not talking. It's really low. I can barely hear you.
So why do you have more viewers than me?
Oh,
Yo,
bro, what are you talking about?
you have more viewers than me. That's
Nah,
criminal.
nah, nah, chill out.
And I don't have a stream chat. I don't have a chat. Like, I'm trying to get it on my screen, and there's no chat. Is this not okay? So how do you have a chat?
Do you want it now,
It's now or never.
bro? What? Nah, what is this?
I'm just
This
trying to
is
figure out how to have a chat.
this is unprofessional. This is unprofessional.
Oh wait, there's my chat. Oh no, we're fine. Yes, we are fine. Unprofessional. You're right. This was rushed. Okay, so this is gonna be a YouTube video. So I'm going to just do my introduction first. So when I edit it, I can just because this is also going on Billy Billy. So I have to hi. Okay. So once I do my introduction, we can start. I don't know if our tier list is exactly the same with the Hunter order because I was messing around with it a little bit. Um, but I think the first one's Hell Ember, so we can start with that. But I have to. My chat is so ugly. Not the people in it on the screen. It's so nasty looking. But
Mine used to be transparent, but that was a white background.
okay, so how do I do that?
Nah, you get nah, chill out. Nah, that's all the info
What
you need
does
to
that
know.
even? I'm
That's
just
the.
trying to see how I do that.
I made Schmitty louder. It might be too loud.
Okay, we're gonna do. Okay, everyone spam hello YouTube in my chat once I do the hi, so I can see if my chat's working. But regardless, this is going on YouTube, and yeah, okay, all right, I'm ready. Hold on. Okay.
Nothing.
Um,
Switch to Schmitty. I cannot hear. Damn. I lost a viewer because they can't hear.
I hope
They're
it
going
was
to you,
Rena.
Schmitty. They're going to you.
Was it Rena?
Yeah.
Okay, we won. As long as Rena's my one viewer, we're chilling.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I didn't call. Okay, all right, here we go. Are you using OBS? Yes, I am using. I think my chat's fine for it's fine.
Is
For
it? I can't check. I can't check.
it's so ugly. It is so ugly. But we're gonna deal with it.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Transparent.
Hey
It
Lou, hey
doesn't
wee
work.
woo. Hi everyone.
Oh, hey, Nabe
Hey AS.
Mars.
Okay, I'm about to just start. I'm
Today is
waiting
the season
for
reset.
music. I'm waiting for music to see if he has any tips. Hey Shmiddy, congrats on the merge with Rob. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Switch to the dark side. I don't even know what that means. Is there beef for you merch? It is being made right now. We have
Oh
to
man.
announce what we're releasing, but it is being made in the process. Okay, thank you guys for coming. Do I have
Yep.
more views than Sprinter? I do by 10. Yes,
I don't even know my count, my
yes.
total count.
Okay, here we go. Um, I'm fine. We will. This is gonna be fun. By the way, I know Survivor tier list won by like a landslide. The only reason I'm doing this is because my parents' anniversary today, and I completely forgot. So they want me to spend time with them. So this should be like
Oh
40
my god.
minutes. The Survivor tier list is gonna be lengthy because Spencer
Oh
has some
yeah.
really dumb
Oh
takes, like
yeah. Oh
super
yeah.
dumb takes with Survivors, and I'm a Survivor main.
Me?
So I have superiority since I'm a Survivor main. Just like today, he has superiority. Is my chat work? My chat looks ugly, but it's fine. Okay, here we go. So we can start. Okay. Okay.
Who is first?
Here we go. Hell Ember. All right, here we go.
Why are we starting with Hellember?
I mean, I'm going in the order of the list. Do you want to go in order of the list, or do you want to go in order of we first pick S, then A, then B, or do you want to go in the order of the list?
Yeah, we'll just go the order of what's it giving us. Someone in my chat said
Okay.
finish S tier. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm
Is
just,
who is it? Okay. Who would I think would say that? It might be
but I'm just
Renji.
saying. I'm just saying.
Okay. Here we go. All right. What do I want to say? I'm gonna wing it.
Hellember?
Hi, everyone. This is my first YouTube video back in about, I would say, 2 years. I don't know, but I'm trying to stream more. I'm trying to post more YouTube videos. By the way, Soisa, thank you for this. This is amazing. Um, but welcome, welcome. If you are watching this on Billy, thank you for watching. If you are on YouTube, welcome back. I'm going to start doing more of these videos where I stream and let the viewers, watch while I make videos, and then I'll just post it on YouTube so I can be more interactive and everyone has a fair share. Today we are doing the new season tier list. I don't know what season we're in. Spencer, do you know? I'm so old that
I think it's like 35. No, that's so wrong. Not.
we're in the 30s.
I think we are in the 30s, but not
Yo,
35.
once season 4 and 5, they all kind of blended in. It's like my age. Like everything after 21, it's like what happens. But
Okay.
Um, we are here doing the tier list. Hello, everyone. Thank you. We will take people's opinions, but we have a top 500 in the world here, so I'm going to trust his opinion. So when we do the Survivor tier list, which will be next week, um, I'll have superiority because Acrobat is S tier, and if I hear anything else,
He's A.
that's another. No, he's not. That's another day. That's another day.
He's A.
Okay, he is not A. Okay. All right. So, first off, wait, is it working? All right, my stream's fine. So first up, we're gonna start with Hell Ember. Um, as everyone can see, let me explain the tiers real quick. So this is a tournament competitive tier list. This is not like who I want to play. This is not like rank viable. Because if we were going rank tier list, then who's a really good rank? Hermit would be S. Clerk would be 2. I would say Clerk and Hermit are S tier in rank. But that's not this type of list. We're going based off of tournaments and competitive only. And notice how I have an ass category. So we're gonna put Hellember in ass.
What about
Um,
rank? What about rank? What about rank?
he's not even a rank hunter. He's not. If you're going Hellember in rank, you're gonna lose. I mean, honestly, it's ranked, so you might be right, but there's no way I can. Okay,
I mean, he's too easy to kite. He's just too easy to kite.
the only thing Hellember has, I mean, it really is his camp. And the thing about his camp is it's counterable with double rescue. So if your best strongest asset is easily countered, you're just official ass. Like I'm sorry,
That's
you're
true.
ass.
And even I bet in tournaments like tournament rescuers, you never see them get terror shocked. I guess because temping. You can probably still save against a
Oh yeah,
Hellember
you're
Esmer.
right. On good pain,
Yeah,
you will not get stuff. That I would agree with that.
exactly.
Hey Jam
Yeah,
Jam.
it's different in rank.
Um
It is different in rank, but yeah, he's not good enough in his chase,
yeah,
his
I would
camp.
have to agree. I mean everything about him sucks. Um every time I play a Helmber, their first hit's trait and that's their last hit. That's really how it is. Like their first and last hit is blink. Um He's also not versatile with traits. Like I'm not watching a Hellember bring. I'm not even going to discuss about this anymore. Hellember is an ass. In fact, I'm going to rename it to Arse.
Oh
Okay.
my God. What, clown?
Yeah. So you're a clown man. I'll let you take this, but I know where I'm putting him.
Where is he going? Where is he going?
OP on certain maps.
What maps?
Chinatown.
I mean, I think we have to agree on him. Our C tier is weird, but it's OP on certain maps. Clown. Actually, Schmidty, let me ask you. Do you
Yeah.
actually have an understanding of why he's good on that map?
Yeah.
Chinatown. I'm talking about Chinatown.
I have. Yeah. 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 I have a perfect description. Perfect. I have nothing to kite on. Okay.
Nothing?
I get hit corner house. I run a diner. Where am I? What am I looping? I think there's a total of like 6 pallets on that map. Okay.
Yeah. Clown, yeah,
Like
he's
six
very,
pallets.
very good. Every pallet, most pallets on that map is a mind game. There's no, like for example, Lakeside, one of the walls pallets, you drop it down, and that's all you need. He has to break it. He has to. Chinatown, there's no such thing unless it is upstairs pallet, OP corner. So if it's all dependent on a mind game, then Clown usually has the advantage.
Where's my
Usually.
chat?
What's your
Oh,
chat?
I'll ignore. No, I'll ignore it. Okay. This is gonna be the next hunter. I want everyone's opinion. I want to see everyone's opinion, especially after the nerfs, since the nerfs are in. Um. So now we have Gamekeeper. Um. Do we think S or A? That's what we have to pick.
He's not
And
S.
if he's not S, then you're reserving Sangria for S
He's not
because
S.
he is the second best hunter in meta right now. He's the second best.
He is not S. He was
Okay,
S.
then Sangria is reserved for S. Is reserved.
I think
Unless
he's
you
A.
want to make an argument about other hunter. You think?
I think he is A. In fact,
Wait, I
he
don't know
might
why
he
my
might
chat is.
after a while he might fall out and stick to his good maps, which then he might fall in C tier. His nerf.
C tier?
Yeah. That's completely hypothetical. I'm pretty sure right now he's A tier, not S. His nerf, I mean, his nerf is pretty big. It is pretty big. He cannot spam traps anymore. That was broken. His blast, his hooking no wall blasting, that was broken. That had the range of, I don't know. I couldn't think of a metaphor.
So now I'm gonna have to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
S tier is top tier. Okay. If we are reserving S tier for the best hunters, he is the second best hunter in the meta right now. He's second best. You could argue, which is S tier because you have to counter, and you could argue Ivy is S tier. You could,
What are you
but
saying?
I don't see another hunter better than Gamekeeper. So if we're saying that, that means Sangria is the only S tier.
All right. I think we need to understand where this is coming from.
Also, I have a
I'll
question.
talk.
I have a question. Gamekeeper will be picked over Sangria on maps like Lakeside and Moonlit. Now, after the nerf, I don't know. I don't know, but
Okay.
I could
If
see
we're
people
talking
going
about
Gamekeeper
if we're talking
over.
about pre-nerf, oh he's S tier. He's S tier, right?
I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm talking
Yeah.
post nerf. He's still
Yeah,
second best hunter.
post nerf, he's right here.
Mm.
He's not broken. He's not broken. Maybe on Moonlit.
Okay, but okay, okay. We're talking about broken, right? Sangria, in my opinion, isn't broken. She's a tie hunter, in my opinion. So,
He
like with
she
that
in fact is
logic,
broken.
okay, there's no way.
She is broken.
I think Sangria
You wanna
lost. I
wait?
think
You wanna wait
Gamekeeper
till
won
that?
more in Koa than Sangria. Now, granted, that was pre nerf.
We can have a whole discussion about that. She's broken. But
We'll talk about that
Gamekeeper,
when.
after the nerf, he is A. He's still very good, I think, especially on his good maps. That nerf no longer makes him broken, in my opinion. That's why I dropped him a tier.
Hmm.
Hi. Oh, you got. Oh, Curse. That's the name, Curse. Hi, Curse. Wow, I almost got that wrong. Yeah. He's a Schmiddy. Disagree, agree, and move on.
Okay. The thing
Unless you
about
got
that
more. Yeah,
is,
come on, bro.
no,
You
no,
got more
no.
to say.
It's
Come
just
on.
a question. No, it's a question. It's a
Come
question.
on, bro.
Do you think the only S tier is Sangria? You don't have to say who you else you think is S tier. You can just say yes or no because that will spoil the tier list. But do you think Sangria is the only S tier?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, then I'm okay with Gamekeeper A tier because I think Gamekeeper's the second best hunter. Um,
I mean, that might be true.
I there is a hunter I could argue is S tier on this list. You guys probably know what I'm implying, but um, okay, we'll move on. All right, I'll leave it there for now.
Yeah,
For now, I'll leave it there. Okay, so what is your next Ripper?
yeah, it is. A
Okay,
Ripper.
so Ripper's
He.
arse,
Nah, he's a rank hunter.
dude. What does he
Nah,
have?
he's a rank hunter.
Ripper is
Nah, he's a.
arse.
Nah,
What's
nah, he's a rank
Ripper?
hunter. Nah, Ripper's a rank hunter, bro.
He has no camp. He has no chase.
What, the Foggy Blade?
Oh, oh, the Foggy Blade.
That's what. Yeah, it gives him something for chase. It gives him something for camp. Something more than Hellember. Now tell me, if you went against a Ripper in rank, would you dodge the Foggy Blade?
Every time.
No, you wouldn't. Not mine.
What do you? Wait, not yours. You're what the? I'm losing to your Hellenberg. What do you mean not yours?
Nah. I think he has something more. I think he.
Okay, so look,
Is there
look.
in
Okay,
between ass and rank hunter?
no, no, that's Ripper. Arse.
What? Yeah.
Now we can move. We can move as we go on. Like when I get to a certain hunter, like for example, Wu Chang, uh, and I have a different. I think right now we have to leave Ripper Arse because of all the. There are so many hunters. Like like Axeboy, he's D tier, D rank hunter. That's Axeboy. He's better than Ripper. Evil
I
Reptilian's
think they're
also
the same.
D rank hunter. You think Axeboy and Ripper are the same? The last time I saw a Ripper in a tournament was Koa
Nah, you're
One.
right. Nah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Nah, Ripper's not garbage.
No, no, which is why unfortunately, he's in the same tier as hell. If we're doing, if you think we might need to add another tier then, or we have
No, oh, nah,
every
nah.
non-tournament.
Leave him in ass then. Leave him in ass.
Okay, next, do you have Spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider's A.
Say.
Spider's A. Spider is a guaranteed tie before the nerf. I mean, before the buff. Guaranteed tie before the buff. And now buffed, Spider will be played second round, if not third round. And if I can confidently say a hunter will be played, they have to be A tier because Anne is A tier, and I rank them the same.
That I
And
mean
this is where I
that's a
run
good
into
prediction.
conflicts. This is where I run into conflicts. Gamekeeper is unequivocally better than Spider.
Yeah, we haven't. So you want to order the tiers?
I mean, we could order the tiers. It's not that deep, but Spider is worse than Gamekeeper. That's why. That's my only argument with Gamekeeper. Is it's like Sangria is better than Gamekeeper. We know that, but Gamekeeper's better than everyone else. Do you see what I mean? It's like Sangria's broken, Gamekeeper's there, and then everyone else. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I agree. I think Gamekeeper's the best A tier, but there is an argument. I'm telling you, there is an argument because
Hi
he's just so much
Liz.
better than everyone else.
Let me remind you, bro. We on Spider?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Um, she did get buffed. In China, she is used often. She really is regarded as a tie hunter.
yeah. Tie.
I don't think anyone could tell me how they could beat a spider. I think it's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
hard.
I can.
No, you can't.
Kite, kite.
Yeah.
If I kite you, you're gonna lose.
Okay. Say that for
Weaver
say
is
that for
definitely
Gamekeeper.
viable along with Gamekeeper. Weaver can use any positions on the map as a chair camp spot like Red Church based on chat. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Um,
What did they say?
I mean, they're just giving a case for Spider. Spider's definitely A, but they're not S.
Nah,
With the buff,
Spider
they're
is
A.
good. He's probably gonna get played a lot because he got buffed. She got buffed. So I think for now leave her.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
I'll let you lead off next one. But yeah, A is a good one.
oh Geisha. Oh
Oh, we're probably gonna
Geisha.
debate this.
Wait, that's a hard one. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna put my. I'm gonna. I know where I put Geisha.
Wait a minute. That's a hard one. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm picking between two tiers. I think you are
What
too.
are the two tiers?
I mean, she might be tournament viable. She might.
I
She's the
think. I think she's B tier
oh B tier.
because she's more of a niche pick. It's like the people that play Geisha in tournaments are very, very skilled with her, and she, in my opinion, she's also map dependent. So I'm debating between B and OP on certain maps.
Okay, I don't think she's OP on certain maps.
I guess, yeah, I guess we have to reserve that.
Mm.
Wait, so you're between B and D?
I think B. You might have got me with B. Like I think she
Because
should be a
like
B.
the
She's
no, but the pushback is was she played this Koa at all?
uh f- was she maybe like twice.
Okay, so like in the recent past Koas, the only people that play her were mainly Alf and DX, and
Yeah.
neither of them played her this time. So when you think of B tier, what do you think of, right? Like non-meta tournament viable, that's a bonbon, right? Bonbon will be played in tournaments. BQ's also in that category of B non-meta tournament viable. You could argue BQA, but we'll get to that. Um, you have an argument with D. I'm gonna be honest because she's just not played
Mm,
anymore. There are so
I
many
mean,
other options.
she's definitely a rank hunter. Like if you see a
She's
hunter,
above rank though. Yeah,
yeah, if you see a hunter play Geisha like in tournaments, they probably practiced it a lot. They're very skillful with her because that takes skill.
but let's take Muxin for an example, right? Muxin, who is the best geisha I've ever played, still struggles to win in tournaments. Whereas Gamekeeper, Spider, Hermit, Bonbon, Wax, Naiad, they can all tie easily. Geisha can't. A geisha is like, if I see a geisha personally, I think win. That's my mindset. Like I'm gonna win that match. They're
Also,
countered by body blocks. They are they are very um what is it? Harass. Yeah, they can be harassed. Countered by body blocks. They have no camp unless you float in the air and then blink me coming down.
yeah, I mean, I think her kit is like yeah, I think her kit is hit or miss. Like I think she can counter in chase or in harass in certain ways, but there's also many ways that she can get worked in chase and in harass. That's
I
what.
think we leave her in D tier. I'm gonna be honest. I think put her in D tier
Damn.
because you know a statistic that's crazy. I don't know if Geisha was played in Koa, but the next hunter was. Yo, Wu Ching was played once. Yo,
Oh,
Wu
Wu
Ching was
Chang.
played once, and I'm gonna have to put Wu Ching in rank hunter. Just because one person played him does not mean he's tournament viable. Okay, I'm
I
gonna.
mean, that is
And
true.
if Wu Ching four-man a team in Koa and Geisha didn't, and we're putting Wu Ching in D tier, Geisha has to go D tier.
It's hey, to be fair, that is true too. Someone in my chat said I opted go Geisha versus Scars. He lost
How'd he
though.
do?
He lost.
He lost. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay, I
lost.
think I think Geisha's a D tier. We can't put every hunter that can be played in tournaments in B tier. That's just not fair. Because
True.
every hunter can be played.
That's
Just
true.
there are so many picks now that I'm sorry, I have to put her. Which is why I'm glad we put Ripper and Arse because no way Geisha and Ripper on the same tier.
Okay, that's true.
Okay,
Yeah, I think her
all right. I'll
performance
yeah.
is too inconsistent.
I'll lead. I'll let you lead Wu Chang.
Too inconsistent. Too inconsistent. Wu Chang. Oh my goodness. I mean, Wu Chang is next to Geisha. His teleport is it's just counterable. There's comms, except rank, I guess. Rank.
I mean, Wu Chang's A tier rank.
Huh?
Every high Wu Chang is A tier rank, and the only reason I say is because every top Wu Chang in at least in our server always has above 95 win rate. Always, because they counter comms.
I mean, they can definitely be played in rank. I
But
mean,
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you.
tournaments, he has a significant disadvantage. He almost has the same chase as Hellenberg in tournaments, and that's already horrible. That's already not viable for tournaments. I will say his presence is very strong. It is very. That's why most. I think the Wu Chang and Koa went insolence. I'm pretty sure, and his
To
first
be
hit was
fair,
Blink.
the Wu Chang that won in Koa only won because FT decided to go for 4 man or no man. I have no idea what their strategy was there. He was that was a law that was a tie. He was gonna tie easily. I mean, but he went. I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to mastermind that,
Yeah, I don't
and he
remember
ended up being four.
too much.
One was chaired first stop, one was chaired two story, and the person that opened gate fourth stop went to two story, while the other one went for the other one, and they just snowballed because you
Yeah,
can't really end game Wu Ching. You just can't do shit.
yeah. I mean, if there was a way Wu Chang could get presence quickly, consistently, he would be good because his presence is good. It's very good. Without it, he is nothing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the next hunter. This is for both chats. I want both chats to debate because me and Spencer, we don't really know. Obviously, I have an opinion, and that opinion is ours. But I want to know.
photographer.
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know where you guys think photo is because I don't play enough rank, at least in your guys' tier, where I don't know how bad photo is like to play in rank. Because if I get photo in rank, I'm going to destroy him. He's so harassable. He can't chase. But the thing is, without comms, he could be difficult, and without a healer, he could be difficult, especially for rank players. So I do want to hear the people that play rank what they think
He's a
he
rank
should
hunter.
go. You think better than Arsh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, first of all,
He's
I mean, to be honest, I don't understand, but understand photographer that well. But I know good photographers can do well in rank without comms. Because all it takes is comms and you're done for with this guy. He's F tier.
okay. So like five people
My
have said
chat,
photo Arsh.
yeah. See,
They're all saying Arsh. All right, we have to put him in Arsh.
oh my
I
god.
agree. I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather play a photo than a Ripper. Ripper's better than photo.
Damn, I mean, that's what my chat's saying too. That is, I think,
Everyone said Arsh.
I think
They're saying a luck-based hunter has to be Arsh.
that's another good point. There could be a spot for him in D, although I guess most people just don't perform with him.
Again, evil reptilian's gonna go in D, probably, and he's better than photo.
Yeah,
All right, what's next? I'm
Mad
waiting for
Eyes.
Oh, Mad Eyes. Oh, okay. All right. I have my answer. I have an answer. I have an answer.
Oh, I mean, it's between
I
B
don't
or
know. I
C.
don't know if you see. I'm gonna disagree.
Now, what are you about
I'm
to
I'm
put?
gonna disagree. I think he's meta. I think Mad Eye's a great. Now wait. I have a pushback. I don't know where you're gonna put Witch, but Mad Eyes was played as much as Witch, and not only that, Mad Eyes has to be counter comp to beat. The teams that beat Dream, the teams that beat him went doctors, bro. They went Adas and barmaids, bro. I think A tier. I think Mad Eyes is an A tier hunter. He is so good in the right hands. And my pushback is Witch. Wherever you're gonna put Witch, I think you're the only Witch. And they had to counter comp you. So if you're putting Mad Eyes in C or B or whatever, you have to put Witch there. Because I have to put the same amount of energy into beating a Mad Eyes as I do versus a Witch.
Well, I think
I
the
think
only
the argument is A or OP on certain maps. I think that's it because Mad Eyes can't be played on certain maps. So like Ever Sleeping, he's broke, bro. Broke.
ooh, I think the only thing conflicting is he it's the same with Witch. He's not meta whatsoever.
I agree, but
And our A pick is meta.
I, people understand. Okay, people understand. He's so good, bro. He is so good. Yeah, if I win a normal comp versus him, I will get worked. Okay, worked. It's not even. I'm not getting one. AKA's Mad Eyes. I don't think has ever lost. Ever.
That's not true.
You know what I'm saying, bro. Like Glasgow, he four man who? Who did he four man? He was in our bracket. He four man ZQ,
Yep.
and that shocked the world. And then Dream. Dream, granted, the only team Dream beat was OM. But to be fair, did you see those comps?
Yeah.
Biggest Mad Eyes counter in my life. He's either A or OP on certain maps, and you could argue OP on certain maps because he's not going to Lakeside Arms. You know,
I am gonna have to say B.
you think non-meta tournament viable?
I'm gonna have to put B. Um, who was it? Yeah, RD. RD's Mad Eyes. I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. That I think that's all he plays. And
Mm-hmm.
when he got counter comped, there was a good chance he'd get four manned. That's the way his
Okay,
hunter. That's the way Mad Eyes plays.
I would have to agree. If you counter comp him, he will get four man. That's the difference between which. Which
No,
will still
but that's
tie.
fatal. That's what I'm
I
trying. That's
agree.
fatal.
So okay, that's a good clap back. I'm not
That
gonna
is
lie
fatal.
because
If
even
you
if
are
I
a
counter comp
four,
spotter, if I yeah, I would have
you're a
to agree with that. If
4K
I
four escape hunter as one of the hardest hunters in this game
hmm,
at the biggest stakes possible.
I might have
He's
to agree with you because if I counter comp Gamekeeper and Spider, they're still getting that tie. But if I counter comp a Mad Eyes, I'm four man in that thing. I get your point. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So you think B,
I
or would you
think
say
he
OP on
is
certain
B.
maps? Because let me push back one more time. Where actually it'll spoil the tier list. There is a hunter on this tier list that is OP on certain maps, and if I counter comp that hunter, they will lose. Right? It's the same with Clown. If I counter comp a Clown on Chinatown, they're gonna probably they'll tie. Are you saying that if I counter comp a Mad Eyes, he will get four man?
There is a good chance he can get four man.
Okay, so you feel more comfortable putting him B instead of OP on certain maps
I mean, I'll put him
because
C,
like on
but
Ever
like,
Sleeping, he's kind of broken on Ever Sleeping.
I think C. Um, wait, hold on. I think he's good on the right map with the right with the right player
Okay, that's why. But that's the same with like if you're OP on certain maps, like for example, Clown. Do you think they're OP against any team comp on Chinatown?
against most.
Okay, so Mad Eyes is too though. He's good against most team comps, at least on Ever Sleeping, unless I bring three healers and a harasser.
I mean, there are definitely
I'm down to
levels
put.
to
I'm down
counter
to
him.
put wherever. I'm just saying, from a survivor perspective, this is why I'm fighting OP on certain maps. From a survivor's perspective, when I know I have to play Mad Eyes, I get so much anxiety because they are truly hard to beat unless I work you in the picks. Like, for example, let's say Dream knew Sangria, and now I have to counter comp a Sangria and a Mad Eyes. I'm getting worked. I'm getting worked by both of them.
Yeah,
But like if I play a Mad Eyes on Lakeside, I'm not scared at all. Not at all. You could be the best metas in the world. If you go Lakeside versus me, or you go Arms versus me, I'm not scared.
He's staying in
We can
B.
leave him in B. We can leave him in B. Okay, I'm fine with that.
My chat says not A. He's too niche, not meta.
Okay. All right.
And
We
I
might have to
agree.
re we might
I
have to
mean,
we might have to redo the meta at eventually. But a lot of people are saying B tier. Okay, I agree. All right.
no, I think we need a
All right,
niche.
Feaster.
No,
I
Feaster.
mean, niche
Oh
is
my,
basic. Yeah, Feaster's ours.
Feaster.
Actually, he might be rank hunter. Feaster's kind of a menace in rank.
May could be.
But I have Wuching and Geisha in that tier. I'm feeling an arse. I'm feeling an arse. You know,
I think he's bad. He's bad. I think he
because like
is
that
bad.
tentacle, so he hasn't gotten touched in years.
He's bad. He is bad.
Now, on arse, is he worse or better? He's better. He's worse than Photo, right? Or is he better than Photo?
I mean, to be honest, I have no
Because I
clue.
think Ripper's better. In my opinion, Ripper's better.
The thing with Feaster is, dude, you're using. You don't really have control
He's
of the
so
tentacle.
slow, bro. Bro, if I go anti and I just twirl my stick, he's not catching up. He
Not,
is
but
not
like,
catching up.
the only control you have, I guess let's say chase, is the position of the tentacle. You know what's next? You use it. Is it AI? Do they use AI to drop that
Yeah, it's
tentacle
AI.
barrel?
My chat's saying there's no way Feaster's same tier as Geisha Wuchan. I agree. He's
No,
ours. We're debating now where is he in the ours tier? Is he better than Ripper? I
I
don't
don't.
think he's better than Ripper. For Ripper, you at least the player is controlling him. Like you have control over the Foggy Blade. With the tentacles, you don't really have control. I can just loop that thing.
Yeah, there's not too much control in his game, in his
Yeah,
gameplay. I think he's falling under ours. Hey yo, I mean, is that all we have to
I
say?
agree.
Everyone
Yeah,
agrees.
I mean, because the next one's a heated topic. I like these heated topics. We got a couple of them. The next one's heated. Wait, what's the next one for you?
Which?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna let you pick and then I'll rebuttal.
A
Where do you think
rebuttal?
which is? Yeah. Actually, unless I agree with you, where's which?
Where is which? Well, if we're sticking with meta, she's B tier. I think in general she's A.
Yeah, we might have to
That's where she
change the
falls.
titles. We might have to
What would
change
it
the
be?
meta because yeah, no, I chat,
I
give me other titles because I'm gonna have to agree. Which is A tier, 100%.
I think in
There's an
general she's
argument
A
she could be
tier.
as. There's an argument. But she's definitely not meta. She's just not meta, but she's A tier. She's not below A tier. So we need to change these names. So I need some name suggestions. For A tier, B tier, because uh, meta is not it. Because she. I'm gonna put A for A. I'm gonna be like uh, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah,
I
I just
mean,
need a title, honestly.
which? Good old witch.
I can get back into my debate once I get a title, huh?
A title? I mean, we could just do it based off, I guess, how good they are.
A
Like,
but
great,
counterable,
good.
that could be good. A but counterable. But then Mad Eyes would be A tier, and Mad we could do A but counterable. But Gamekeeper's not counterable. I'm about to just name it A.
What's it gonna
Screw
be?
meta pick. I'm just putting it A.
Just
Just
A,
A.
B,
Yeah,
or
just
just A?
A. No, B
Just
is
A.
non-meta tournament viable. That's fine. A is just A.
A is
Until
just A.
someone in the stream will come up with a brilliant name pick. Someone will. And we'll have to see. But for now it'll just be A.
I mean, which? Oh man, which? Oh, which after
Okay,
all
so
these
let me
years.
let me say, right, from a survivor perspective, and I'm gonna be unbiased because I think B4U slash rival is the best witch team in the world. I will put us number one witch team. I really will because we have you. If I don't counter you, I'm gonna get worked. And like for example, in practices, you remember when we take like a 2 week break from practicing witch, and even when I go acrobat, you still kill me. The pushback on that is it's still really hard for you to tie us. I mean, beat us. It really is hard for you to beat, but which is like a guaranteed tie unless you do a Leo's memory, right? Like guaranteed tie.
Oh my God. Yeah.
The
I mean,
question is, this is my question on you, and this will answer where I have to put her. Do you think I could go any team comp and tie you? Meta comp, right? Or do I have
depends
to
how
counter
bad it
your
is.
witch?
Depends how bad it is.
TE, their comp did not counter you. You four manned. Is that because of the comp or because of them? Right?
I'm glad to do it both, but like,
Okay. If I go like a Sangria comp, can you four man us or is it still hard? And obviously depends. Oh, is there a? I'm talking in general, just like I guess my question is too long didn't read. Do I have to counter you? You're the witch me. Do I have to counter you? I don't know.
yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah, you do.
I could go any comp and I feel like I'll tell you. And actually, no, I can't say that. Not any comp.
I think
If I have to
which,
counter you, if I have to counter you, she's S.
she's not. Nah, she's not S. She
So
is
she's
not
A.
S.
Okay, if she's A, is she worse or better than Gamekeeper?
She might be B. Okay, if we're speaking
Okay,
good in general, then she's A. I'm considering
hold on.
non-meta, but no one plays her. Over time, I mean, on paper, Witch has everything, if you think about it. If you think about it, she just has everything. Chase, Patroller, Blink,
You
Ciphers,
you
but there's
are right
always...
on the non-meta tournament viable, but my pushback, and I know people will say, "Oh, well, if Mad Eyes is in B, Dreamwitch should be too." The difference between that is if I counter comp a witch, I'm still coming out with a tie at best. If I counter comp a Mad Eyes, that is a four man. If I don't get four man escape, I'm sad. That's the difference.
I mean, that's the difference in how
So
the hunters play.
I mean, I think which is A, because I have to put so much attention. There is never going to be a team as long as rival is a team, as long as B4U is a team, as long as whatever we're called is a team, as long as Sprinter's playing. There's not a single team that won't counter the witch. That's how I'm thinking. And
I
the
mean,
only
yeah.
team that didn't counter the witch was TE, and they got four man. I rest my case. Do you see what Scars had to do? Scars' entire game plan was to counter the witch. Their entire game plan was we'll counter this witch, and they did a really good job at it. But they dedicated an entire tournament match to countering you. A tier, if not S. I just wanted two. It's
We'll
not B
leave
tier.
it A. We'll leave it A.
Okay, all
We'll
right.
leave it A. Yeah, I mean,
Is
over
it better
time,
or worse than Gamekeeper?
she's just gotten easier over time to deal with
I'm
her.
gonna have to say worse than Gamekeeper at least right now. In between Gamekeeper and Spider, I'll put her at least for now.
We can order them
Are you
later.
more afraid to go against Mad Eyes or Dream Witch? Well, me personally, I'm not afraid to go against any witch in the world. You have to remember, I'm practicing every day versus the best witch in the world. If I practiced versus the best Mad Eyes in the world every day, I would not be afraid of Mad Eyes. I know every counter to every single witch to every single play of every single leech on every single map. That's how much I've played witch. You put a leech Big Rock Arms Factory, I know where to go. I already. So yeah, to answer that, but what's the next hunter? Axeboy? Yeah, I'll let you lead off.
Axeboy, I mean, mm, I think he's B. He can definitely be played in rank, but I think he's B. He's B.
You think he's non-meta tournament viable?
Yeah.
Mm.
What can I say for that? His chase. Let's talk about his chase. It is definitely dodgeable, the fireball. You have a, I think you have a lot of control when it's the purple fireball or the colorful one.
Okay. Um. Yeah, he's definitely D.
It's T.
And the only reason I say that, and you might agree, you could disagree, is Naiad is better than him.
Yeah.
She's going probably B. Nightwatch is better than him, probably B. Actually, he's meta though. Oh, but he's so easy. Okay. Um, Bon Bon is better. Those three hunters are better and picked in tournaments. Axeboy's only picked by one hunter, and it's Alex and Ling.
That is
There's no
true.
way Axeboy's better than Geisha.
Is he?
Nah, there's no way.
Yeah, I mean, his trees, the tree spawning is luck RNG. The fireballs that are in that tree are RNG. So one of my chat said that. That's a good point. I mean, I think it can go either way. He's probably hit or miss. Like, I think in tournaments, he's always been a hit or miss character. But he does have something for chase. He has something for camp as well. Kind of like a Ripper Foggy. But I think fireballs are better than a Foggy.
Probably OP on certain maps. You can make that argument, but like,
I
I've
don't
played the
think
best Axeboy in the world many times, being Ling, and he's not. Axeboy's not broke.
I don't think Axeboy has a noticeable broken map, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't
I
think
mean, the
he's.
only argument is like, if I were to ask Ling his favorite map, it'd probably be Ever Sleeping.
I mean, I just have no idea. But that is true.
What
There's a
happened
lot
to
of RNG
Geisha?
with it.
What happened to Geisha to make her so low? Am I losing to a Geisha in a tournament?
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah, my chat's saying too
Like
luck based.
Geisha's worse than like all the hunters above Geisha. That like we saw her played in Koa like 3 times, and I think she lost every single time. Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Okay, we're agreeing. D.
His presence is strong. He might be too luck RNG.
All
He's
right,
definitely
Evil
a good enough
Reptilian.
rank hunter. Evil Reptilian.
Yeah, that's D rank hunter. If
Yeah, I'll
Geisha
probably
and
put him
Chang
in.
are in there,
Yeah.
yeah, Reptilian's D rank hunter. There's not much to say. I mean, he really has nothing. I mean, they buffed him, but it's only full presence. If he's getting a full presence and there's not one cipher left, the team sucks. Um, I mean, Geisha's definitely better than Eva Reptilian. In fact, I think Geisha's probably the best hunter on D tier. Uh, but yeah, he's a very niche hunter. He's not OP on any map. The best map is
So
probably what Lakeside.
I mean, it's the same as Axeboy. Like he has something for chase. He has something for camp, but it's just not too reliable. You can even argue his map control, his max presence, but I mean, I think he's too counterable in my opinion.
Oh, by the way, hi Z's. Okay,
Extreme
that's
Loki.
enough of BQ. Um,
I think we agree she's
Insta
B.
B,
She's B.
Insta B. I could
Yeah.
move her. I mean, I'll let you talk about her since.
I think I'll make an interesting argument. I think if I would say half. If half of her nerfs were reverted, I think she's still in B tier.
Which would be what?
What do you mean? The cooldowns.
What nerfs?
They
Uh,
nerfed her movement speed, if you remember.
she's always been a tie hunter. When you're a hard stuck tie hunter, you are going to be B tier. And now the pushback will be okay. What about Spider? Spider's a hard stuck tie hunter, and now he got buffed. She got buffed. The also pushback is it is very hard to counter the play style of Spider. BQ, you saw what happened to Sprinter against Wolves last year, 2 years ago. It was last year. It
Oh
was two
my
years
god.
ago. You saw what happened to Sprinter against Wolves. They literally just kept body blocking. I mean, literally just kept body blocking and they won. So if you guys
That was
aren't
so long
competitive like
ago.
us, the way to beat a BQ is it's not hard. It really isn't hard. People are like, oh, she's such a tie hunter. There's a reason she's not played anymore. The only person that played her was Laddie, and great. He's a great BQ. He four man people. I get it. The way to beat BQ is body blocking.
Yeah.
That cooldown is so long
I
that if I
think
just body block a mirror, she's cooked.
yeah, yeah. I think her cooldown is very long. I think she has a high risk, high reward. I think that I think that that's my quote for her. I think the comp is important. Like I think Scar, no, I think Zeta, their comp versus Scars was very bad. And I think it was practically spitting Laddie's BQ in the face. They invited it. Um, yeah, I think it's high risk, high reward. Her cooldown is too long. Items can counter the mirror. It's I think one mirror, you mirror, and then the next mirror comes in 30 seconds. That's too long. Too
Yeah,
long.
yeah, I agree. So like, for example, Z's. For example, you're right. She did pretty well this co-op, but for example, the match TE versus Scars, they should have beaten the BQ. They messed up. She missed one mirror in Shack. Now, granted, the survivor made a great play going basement placing boxes. She missed one mirror, and if you missed a first mirror as BQ, you automatically already tied, like instantly. You missed a first mirror, it's a tie. You missed a second mirror, it's a win for the survivors. That's just how BQ works. And that's the reason we're going to put her B tier is because the A tier hunters all have winnability. Every hunter up there, they can win, and if they play well, they can win. I think, in my opinion, if a BQ plays perfect, they'll still tie
I also
because
think
it's just the mirror's not enough.
her full
Also,
presence,
flywheel's a thing.
her full presence is almost useless.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't, I don't think you remember because yeah, yeah, that's basically useless.
yeah, B. Hey, Songsun.
Um, if you counter BQ, she's losing. It just takes too long. But if you go against Zeta on Hospital with that comp, it could definitely work. In fact, mistakes are very fatal against or versus BQ. I'm pretty sure Laddie had a good chance to win because Laddie got a hit with a mirror.
Yeah,
Now,
and that's all it
now,
takes.
if you get hit by a BQ with a mirror, I'm sorry, I'm roasting you. I'm roasting you. That's the standard against a BQ. Only mirror hits or blink. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for BQ. She's always been there. I think she will always stay there. But
Whispered. I met some crazy BQs that every once in a while, like they mirror right on top of you out of nowhere. Okay, so again, that's true. And when you're playing as high as we are, every BQ mirrors right on top of you. That's what Laddie does. Laddie, I've never seen Laddie miss a mirror. Even the ones he does miss, he only misses because flywheel or just the survivor outplayed him. He's still tying. Laddie is the hard stuck tie hunter. In Japan, he's known as he has the highest tie rate, and that's because he's a BQ main. Now, if you need a tie, great, go BQ, but only a few players play BQ, and I'm telling you, she can't win. The only way a BQ can win is if the survivors just mess up like 5 times. Like for example, Zeta. Zeta did not know what was going on. They did not. I don't think they expected what BQ. I don't know why, but they didn't expect it. Maybe because it was sacred. But I'm gonna have to put her. Yeah, I agree. B. Okay, next. Bon Bon. Yeah. So B.
D. It could be
Yeah,
D,
Bon Bon's B.
but I think I think there's more for B than D. Um,
Yeah. I don't really think we need to explain much here. I mean, Bon Bon's camp's great. He's a hard stuck tie as well. Notice how all the hard stuck ties are in B.
yeah, I think you can't you can't really be certain in what you're getting against a bonbon. I think the only thing you can be certain is that you're not losing. But like, you go against him on Sacred, you don't know if you're gonna win that.
I mean, he is the most reliable tie hunter.
The thing is, for
Outside of
For
Spider.
how reliable he seems, he's not played enough.
That's why the okay. Let me clarify. The only reason we're putting Spider in A and not Bonbon is because Spider will be played so much. I'm telling you, Spider's going to be played a lot in tournaments, and for whether because she's newly buffed, maybe by Koa she's not, but because she's newly buffed, she will be played everywhere. I'm telling you, Bonbon is only played by certain niches. He's old hunter. He's a very old hunter, so only the hunters that practiced him hard are going to still be playing him. But he's a
Mm.
very hard stuck tie. It seems like B tier is the hard stuck tie hunters that only come out when ties are. That's why it's non meta tournament viable.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. My entire chat said B. Like I'm stupid. I only consider D because he doesn't get played enough. Although yeah, he can't. I mean, he's pretty reliable for a tie. I'll say that for the
For
most
having
part.
a Dream Witch Noma S tier for her, Dream Witch needs a buff, in my opinion. There are so many good survivors coming out that hunters just can't keep up, especially older hunters. So like Witch is an
That's a
old
good
hunter.
point. That's a good
They
point.
they haven't buffed her. So they need there are like there's puppeteer, there's gardener, there's Ada, there's barmaid, there's auntie, there's prospector. They all counter witch. Whereas Sangria is countered by like maybe five survivors, which needs a buff, and it's because she's countered so heavy. She can't be A tier. And I agree. I mean, it can't be S tier. I agree. Which has an argument in my opinion for S tier, but the way she's been performing in tournaments is just, you can't do it. Okay, what's next? Anne. All
Yeah.
right, I'll let you pick. I mean, that's A.
Yeah, she's A. I think it's pretty hard
I would
to
argue she's the third best. I would argue she's the third best hunter in the game.
damn. All right. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It's pretty hard to get a winning kite versus her. Her camp is probably one of the best. It doesn't always get there from hand
And I'm
players.
gonna
Like,
have to. I'm gonna have. Obviously, this is an exaggeration. I don't think I've ever. Obviously, I've seen it. I don't think I've ever seen an Ant lose. It's like even if an Ant gets worked, they're still gonna win a tie. It's just it's so hard for an Ant to lose. She has so much map control now with her new buff. The jumps are insane. She counters a lot of survivors.
yeah,
And she's not easily harassed. I mean, she's definitive A tier. If you think of A tier, you're gonna think of Gamekeeper and Anne. In my opinion, those are the two best hunters in the comp right now. In my opinion, they are hard to counter. They can be played on almost every map. They
I think
it's hard to kite an Anne.
I think a strong note is that her full presence is a beast. Like that, it's just a beast.
That's what Z just said. Yo, Z's Anne, full presence Anne might be the best full presence hunter.
I think
Like,
she's top three in max presence.
yeah, I would say top two. I don't know
Yeah,
who would be better. It's Sangria and then who? I I mean,
yeah.
and full presence is a monster.
It's like it might be broken. Honestly, it might be.
You see, when a team's entire strategy going against Anne is sell because they don't want full presence, the only other hunter that does that is Gamekeeper. That is the only other hunter. There are two hunters in this game that the entire game plan is sell just because we don't want to give you full presence, and that's Gamekeeper Anne. Because when
Yeah.
they have full presence, they can win. They can take over a game.
Yep, I agree. She also got buffed recently, which helped her a little bit.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
that's
she
all we need to
belongs
say
in
for
it.
that.
She is
Vio.
goaded.
Okay, so Vio's the bottom of my shoe. Like actual bottom of my shoe. Like so bad. Um so bad. I would say he might be worse than Hell Ember. So bad.
What?
I mean, he's
Don't
awful.
make me bring something up. Don't make
Oh,
me
you
bow.
mean when I was the flu game, bro? The flu game?
The fluky.
I'm gonna put Vio
I would
arse
put
right
him
in front
D
of Hell
tier.
Ember.
Actually, wait, no. Wait, no. Never mind. Oh my God. I
He is
was gonna.
arse.
No. I was gonna put him D tier in comparison with the others because he has something. He's got a note. It can hit for chase and camp. But
He's got a note it can hit.
the one thing that always bothered me was how easy it is to dodge his full presence. It has always bothered me. It is too garbage. He is nah. He's enough. He's enough. He's enough after that
Okay.
statement.
Yeah. His
That
full presence is non-existent. I mean, might as well give him that first presence and then make something else second.
yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
just remembered full presence. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Any violins out there? Yeah, he's off. Max presence you can't
Sculptor.
control.
Sculptor
Sculptor.
is an interesting one. Very
Rank.
interesting. Is it D or
Rank.
R?
Rank.
I'm gonna have to agree. I think rank. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree rank.
Just like
Um,
the other rank hunters, she has I think she has a decent kit for rank. She has a good kit, and it's very good if the survivors don't know what they're doing or they don't have good ping. Because I think you need good ping to dodge statues for the most part. With good ping, you can dodge everything. Um, but yeah, just like she used to be meta over time, she got countered. Her chase was counterable, her camp as well as counterable, and her full presence, which got nerfed plenty of times, which is now counterable.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
That all makes her
Um,
unreliable in a tournament.
I agree.
So I'll say
Yeah,
D tier.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
Um,
Hermit. I think he's S tier. Wait, no, wait, my fault. I meant Percy. I think Percy's S tier because you cannot kite him.
okay, so not specifically looking at me. Um,
In
Percy's
all honesty,
arse.
yeah, he's garbage. He's. I need to
No,
let
I will be
everyone
the first
know
one to say
he
it.
can't kite.
No, no,
Schmiddy can't kite.
I'll say it. I'll say it. No, I'll
Schmiddy
say
can't
it.
kite.
There is one hunter in IDV that I cannot kite, and it is Percy. I don't know why. It's a joke among us, among B4U team rival. Um, it's an ongoing joke. I cannot kite Percy to save anything. I literally can't kite him. As acrobat, as seer, as grave, as merc, I can't kite him, and I don't know why. Um, but that's just how it is. He is arse. I think he might be the worst hunter in the game. Obviously not, but he's just bad. Even though
Yeah,
I can't kite him,
because
he's bad. Because even when I get terror shocked in 30 seconds, we still beat him.
yeah, Percy cannot chair. The holy shit. The pressure is not as. In fact, I think it's underwhelming because he cannot chair. His pressure is underwhelming. They can just self heal.
Here's a dono. It's a good question, and Spencer, I want you to answer this.
Yep.
Do you think a player can make Dreamwitch S tier? Like I genuinely believe Spencer plays her nearly like an S tier hunter.
Do I think? Ask
I'll
the
answer and
question.
then I'll let you rant. I'll ask the question again. Do you think a player can make Dreamwitch nearly S tier? Sprinter plays Dreamwitch S tier. Zom plays Wheel S tier. Dream, AK play Mad Eyes S tier. This doesn't make them S tier. And I
Yeah.
only push back on that is because they are these specific hunters, sprinters witch. You think of specialty hunters, you think the number one witch in the world is Sprinter. The number one clan in the world is Cho Ai. The number one Mad Eyes in the world is AK. These are S tiers. They play them as an S tier character because they can win in any situation. They could go into any comp and win if the survivors mess up. But that doesn't make the hunter S tier, right? It
Yeah.
just doesn't because not everyone is Sprinter. Not everyone is Cho Ai, you know.
Yeah. Committee made all the points
Things of the
generally.
nature.
I think with Witch, if he wants more in depth with Witch, it's very hard to reach that kind of level. She has been nerfed in every way possible. Yeah. Did you forget, Smitty? She got like 5 nerfs. Uh,
Oh no, she's
patr
been the most nerfed hunter ever.
Patroller cooldown or
Her and
whatever,
BQ.
leech cooldown, leech removing. She got nerfed in almost every way. That definitely hurt her. Over time, she's an old hunter, so you can pull it out and maybe surprise them, but also with that time, survivors have gotten used to her. So it's just harder in general, plus all the survivors that are not coming out, which can counter her. Not all of them, but many of them can counter her. She's very hard to achieve that level, but it can definitely be achieved in general with any hunter. Almost any hunter. Not all hunters. But yeah, that's a good question.
Like for example, Laddie, S tier BQ. BQ's not S tier, but Laddie's BQ is S tier. So good question. I love that question. If you have any questions like that, do let me know. Next is wheel. Um, yeah, no hesitation OP on certain maps. No
Um,
hesitation.
yep. I mean, Wheel. Let's think about it on paper. He was meta, right? He came out on paper. He had everything, absolutely everything. Survivors, like always, adapt to his everything. And when he was played a lot, he became a losing hunter. Now he's gone astray, and only people like Zom play Wheel. And unless you play Wheels a lot, you're not going to be confident versus that. So
Yeah.
he's bad on most
Um,
maps. He can definitely be good on his good maps. He's definitely an
and
easy.
the reason we're saying, basically, the reason we're putting wheel and OP on certain maps is mainly because of Zom and the map Ever Sleeping. If you see a wheel in Ever Sleeping, the wheel usually wins. Um, but if you aren't noticing a trend, I would argue maybe Mad Eye's OP in certain maps, but Cho Eye's Clown on Chinatown or Clown in Chinatown in general is just broken. You have to fight for your life to tie. And it's the same with Zom's Wheel. Zom's Wheel, I mean, Gigi's entire strategy is Ever Sleeping for Zom's Wheel. It's so good. And that's the same for every wheel. If you're a wheel main, you're going to go Ever Sleeping. Um, and that's how it is.
Yep.
Not much more to say, right? All right, next, Naiad. B non-meta tournament viable.
B.
Yeah. Pipe. Pipe. Um,
Yeah, I think not.
if we're putting Bonbon B, we're putting Naiad B.
Uh,
I will also say this. Naiad is a hard stuck tie hunter. Every hunter in B tier is a hard stuck tie, except Mad Eyes. Um, Naiad is hard to win as, but easy tie. Like easy tie. Because her camp is amazing. Her map pressure is amazing. She can catch up to you so fast. And look at Pipe. Pipe literally every season there's this one naiad that just is like that's a scary naiad. YMM and then Pipe, right? So also ACTU. So
yeah, I would say it's very hard to. I think it's hard to understand how to counter her. And when I say counter, I mean to beat her. It's definitely hard to beat her. Um, it's I guess like Bonbon. You go into a night, you're not certain if you can win, unless it's an awful map for her. So I mean, she's
do
very
you think
hard
her
to.
recent buff changes her at all? Was Naiad buffed?
Oh yeah, she was buffed.
What's her
She was
buff?
buffed coming into co. She
Oh.
her first presence comes quicker, like 3 seconds quicker.
Oh, yeah, no, still B tier. Still B
Yeah,
tier. The thing
yeah,
about Naiad is it's the same as Bonbon. When a hunter's entire kit is camp, you have to understand these professional rescuers, Rowan included, when they have 10 ping, they're not getting stuffed. They're just not. So if your entire will to win is stuffing, you can't be any more than B tier. Anne has everything. Her strength is camp, and I could now argue her chase full presence. But they have the B tiers, they don't have chase. They really don't. They have camp. And in these top tiers, you're not getting stuffed. It's very hard to get stuffed. So that's why she's B tier.
yeah. I agree.
All right, wax. No hesitation, A tier.
A tier.
No hesitation. What? You said B tier?
B tier? Nah,
No,
he's a.
A tier, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, wax is A tier. I'm gonna let you explain why wax is A tier because you're a wax man.
um, His chase his chase has a lot of intricacies. If you don't do a route correctly, or if you drop this pallet wrong, or if you drop this when you shouldn't, you will they'll punish you. I mean, rather the chase is rather not difficult for Wax, but he can definitely he can get you down quick if you mess up. His camp, his only camp is full presence. His presence is very good. A very notable thing is just the ability to block ciphers. It it allows you to win on survivor mistakes. Obviously, you can tell them not to die on ciphers, but if they do, that's very punishing. Or Wax can take advantage of that, and they can turn the game around. His full presence, yeah.
Wax performed pretty hit or miss this. Okay, so there is a pushback. There is an argument he's B tier because he is inconsistent as a hunter. I think when you look at Gamekeeper and Spider, they're all consistently what they do, whereas a Wax is probably inconsistent. But the thing is, okay, yeah,
I mean, I think on like, I don't. He's probably not good on small maps. I think I saw him play on. Yeah,
do you want to put him in OP on certain maps? Because that is kind of true. He's a really map dependent hunter. Chinatown, Ever Sleeping, Moonlit, but you're not going to wax on church. Actually, you're not going to wax on arms. You know.
yeah. I mean that's a good point. If
I
it's
think you
not
put him in OP. To
if
be
it's not an
honest,
easy map, you need to know what you're doing for some. You need reps for some. If not,
I
you're.
agree. But when you do know what you're doing versus him, I don't fear him.
That's not what. Never mind.
I
Yeah.
fear an bro.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
fear going into that and match. I fear going into that gamekeeper match. I fear going into that witch match. I don't
yeah.
fear going into that wax artist match.
I mean, if we're speaking the top competitive level, he's probably only gonna do good on these maps, on these
Yeah,
certain
so
maps.
OP on certain maps. Yeah, okay. Moving on. Nightmare.
Yeah, am I right?
Argument for worst hunter in the game. Actually, actually, I think Hell Ember's better than him.
Remember?
Worst hunter in the game. Night Watch is the worst. Night Watch? Nightmare. Nightmare is the worst hunter in the game.
Dude, my chat, my chat saying A tier.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Wax. I'm talking about Wax. My fault. My fault. Nightmare. Yeah,
Uh,
he's pretty bad.
you see, my chat and yours everyone in my chat is basically saying they're using Koa as an example. Wax was not overwhelming in Koa, and he hasn't been changed, which I agree with. Wax wasn't overwhelming in Koa. Yeah, and in Gamekeeper were. So like I think he is OP on certain maps.
Yeah, we'll give it that. He's very good
Um,
on those maps. All right, Nightmare.
in my
Yeah, he's
opinion,
pretty bad.
the worst hunter, it's a fight between Hellumber, Violinist, and Nightmare, and I'm giving the edge to Nightmare. He's so bad. I mean, he literally is so bad.
I mean, once again, Nightmare. I think he's using AI to try to hit you, bro. I think that's an issue for. I think that's a horrible design from the game. I'll be honest. Like speaking generally, but to be fair, his max presence is pretty good. I think
Okay, that's if he gets to max presence.
that's true. That's true. That is true. But yeah, he's
I mean,
he's
he
not good.
literally is countered by Lucky Guy. I mean, he's so bad.
Yeah, we'll leave him there.
Um, okay, Clerk, D tier.
That's probably rank hunter. Yep.
Clerk's the. I'm gonna put Clerk in front of Geisha, only because I believe Clerk is the best rank hunter in the world. I think Clerk is the best rank hunter. Um,
Clerk.
without a doubt, best rank hunter. But Clerk is so bullyable. I mean, dang, so bullyable. I'll let you go.
She used to be so meta. They nerfed her 3 times, 2 times. The survivors learned, and she fell out of meta so fast, so fast. It was before last Koa. Right before last Koa, she was meta Koa 6. She kept losing almost every match, almost every match. Um, she is just way too counterable. If you think about it, you really just need to not be on chair. And what's she doing? She's just walking to you, bro. She's just walking. You can every pallet that you see that you go to, you can use to stun her, which is
Okay,
probably
so
hard, but
chat. I'll break it down like this for all of the people that think Clerk is better than what we're saying. Without a doubt in my mind, Clerk is the best hunter in rank, other than Sangria. Without a doubt in my mind, Clerk is the best hunter in rank. Um, when she is put against a tournament team, and they don't even need to be a good tournament team, she will get worked. And it doesn't even matter what the comp is. With comms and good body blocks and good pallet stunts, she will get worked. If I'm kiting a clerk and I have my teammate pallet stun her twice, she's gonna lose that game. And I'm just trying to stress the difference between rank and tournament is significant. If you put the best clerk in the world versus rival, I promise you will work her. If you put the best clerk in the world versus any pro team, I promise they'll get worked. Now, if you put the best clerk against any ranked team in the world, she will work. That's just how it is. She's the biggest lopsided hunter when it comes in different of rank and tournament. It's just comms killer.
yeah, I think Clerk, sh like you can see her be a surprise pick, but it's not really a surprise. She's too simple. She's too simple to understand and beat. So like it's just she's just a walking hunter. Going to you, you can use pallets, you can use anti-stick,
Yeah,
whatever.
she is simply countered by kiting together. Simply that once kiting
She's too
kiting together is a counter,
she's too simple to forget. So she can't really be a surprise pick.
and she's easy. She's easy to harass. She might be the easiest hunter to harass. She has no camp either. It's like her entire job is to get someone on chair, and that's her hardest job, right? And if your hardest job and entire job is to get someone on chair, you're not meta. You're not even in tournaments. I think there who went. I think Dow Five went clerk. Dow Five went clerk versus Zeta. I think Zeta four manned, and that was not a clerk comp. It was arms. I think it was arms. Someone went clerk on arms versus Zeta, and they got torched, and that was a bad comp versus clerk.
Don't remember. But yeah, she's too simple to too easy to counter. It's too easy to not forget. Yeah, at least for pro teams. I think we can move on to Hermit.
Next, Hermit, hard A.
I don't want to think he's A, but
He's
he
meta.
is A.
I'm sorry, he's meta. He
I can't
because
disagree.
Beast non-meta. I think every single hunter's playing Hermit at this point. It's
I
like
cannot disagree.
now, chat. I'll be the first one to say it, and Spencer will too. He is not great in my opinion. He's just not great. Um, but we can't overlook how much he's played right now. I think he was played more. He was played in Koa more than most of these hunters. If we were like, I think he was played more in Koa than everyone on this tier list so far, except Gamekeeper and he was played so much. And the thing is, he's doing good. I don't see Hermits lose. GG got four man to a Hermit, and that's you can't ignore that, right? And in NAEU specifically, I think every single NAEU team is a Hermit main. So you just can't ignore it. How much he's played in tournaments, you can't ignore it. You have to put him A tier. Now I think he's the bottom of A, but yeah, you can't ignore it.
Yeah, I mean, he is very slow in the beginning. He's very slow. I mean, damn. That's why I question how he's picked this much, because if you're that slow, it's pretty hard to mess up. Now, granted, I think what makes up for it is his presence. His presence is rather strong. Is pretty strong. It's up there. I think that's why he might. That's why they always pick Intel. I can tell you that. His presence is very strong. So he slows down ciphers.
The thing about Hermit is if you make GG is a perfect example. If you make one mistake early game, any mistake early game versus Hermit, you will lose. It's not even you'll tie, you'll lose. Like GG made a detrimental mistake. Merc didn't kite well, and you will lose that match.
That is
So
true.
on paper he's not great, but in a tournament match with nerves are high, mistakes are high, you'll I can see it. But if we're taking everything out, he has played so much in tournaments, out of nowhere too, that you can't ignore it. He's A tier whether you like it or not, and I don't like it, but he has to be A tier. He's played so much.
Yep.
Is that it? Hermit? Yeah, yeah.
Night Watch?
Yeah. I'll let you pick Night Watch.
He's a.
Did okay. This is another one where I'm gonna have to agree, but the thing is, from a survivor perspective, at least me, Nightwatch is a free win. And again, I can't ignore the how much he's picked. I also got 4-man to him in a tournament this Koa. Um, but yeah, I guess I don't know why I'm ranting. He's A. He's picked so much. He's good. He has map pressure. I just every time I cut a Nightwatch, that 3 cipher kite every single time. So I'm gonna let you talk then. I'm a Nightwatch hater. I believe he's B tier as skill, but he's meta, so we have to put him A.
I think Night Watch has uh he his results are very inconsistent. You'll see him lose, you'll see him tie, and shit, you'll see him win versus us. um,
That's true.
obviously, Schmidty's talking about his chase. The only thing he's got really is his chase in the beginning. If you mess that up, or if you mess him up, then he will probably lose. But
That's the thing. It's his chase, and the thing is, his chase is good if it's in a good area. Um, he's typically not played on arms. That's why I 3 cipher kited. But like, if you put him on like ever sleeping, if you don't kite him 3 ciphers, a night watch will tie easily, and he has that win
oh,
potential. He does have win potential.
I
End
didn't mean to
game,
do
he
that.
does with the put. So
Um, I mean his kit in on paper has a lot to it, other than ciphers. Like he can like his full presence is pretty strong. But if you play versus him commonly, you'll get used to it. It's not that hard to deal with. But in pro, he's like the backup hunter. Like if I don't know if you noticed that he's the backup hunter. If they don't have a hunter they want to go, I don't know, on arms, they go night watch. That's just how they see that, I think. But he's picked a lot. It's like Kermit. We kind of don't want to believe it, but he is a. He
yes,
is
he's
a.
piggybacking off of Hermit. The only reason we're putting Hermit A tier, he does have a lot of room for error, but he's played so much. I mean, he has played so much. It's the same with Nightwatch. In my opinion, Nightwatch and Hermit are in the same tier. If there was a tier below A, in between A and B, I'd put them two. Um, but they are played so much, and they are like picked when nothing else can be picked. Do you understand what I mean by that? It's like these two hunters. What Spencer says perfect. They're like backup hunters to your hunter. If you don't have anything else to play, you're gonna pick one of these two, because one of these two will counter what I'm playing. If you don't have healers versus a hermit, you can lose. If you don't have distance creating kiters versus a nightwatch, you can lose. So um, they're very niche. Uh, and I can't put them on OP on certain maps because they're good on all maps. We even saw Hermits win on Sacred. So yeah, A tier just because of how overwhelmingly how much they're picked. Uh, looking at A tier, the only hunter that you could probably make an argument go back into B tier would be Witch, and I say that because I'm gonna be honest. The only reason I have A as Witch is because Spencer. He's teams have to teams have to counter him full on to beat Spencer's Witch. What Scars did. So we're gonna leave Witch A because you have to counter her. All right, moving on. Okay. Um
Sangria. Sangria. Yeah, what you think?
um yeah. So most OP hunter of all time.
You think?
All time. Most OP hunter of all time. It's in contention with that pre-nerf BQ and pre-nerf Spider as most OP hunter of all time.
I don't think anything beats Sangria. Nothing.
I mean, it's not even close, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
I remember
And you might, yeah,
I remember Sangria came out when Nightwatch was broken or unnerfed. He wasn't nerfed. You didn't believe it, but I told you. I don't know if you remember,
that is true.
but Sangria, the
We'll have a
main
DX conversation
reason
after.
why she's broken, in my opinion, is because she does not have a cooldown. If you don't have a cooldown on most of the hunters that we have on this tier list, they are overwhelming. But most of them have a cooldown. Sangria doesn't. She has a cooldown on the player's error, not the survivor doing good.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean,
granted,
hmm?
granted, everyone practices versus her hours a day, and they figured out a good
Yeah.
way to
So
tire, but she's
that's what I
still,
was gonna say.
yeah,
When you have a hunter, I think there have been three in the history of IDV. When you have a hunter that completely changes the meta, like completely changes the meta.
that's a good
We're
point.
playing season one characters versus her.
That's a good point.
Season one characters. Gardner was irrelevant until her.
Who changed the meta?
When you
That's a
have
good
a
point.
hunter that, and people will piggyback, well, she ties a lot. The only reason us survivors are tying versus her is because we practice her 10 hours a day. I've never seen more hunters win outside of Sangria. We saw Anne's winning, Gamekeepers winning, Spiders winning, Hermits winning. Do you know why these hunters are losing against Survivor? Do you know why these hunters are winning against Survivors? Because every Survivor, all of our effort is going into Sangria because we have to. Else it's a 4-man. So
Yeah,
when we're practicing 110 hours a day, every other hunter's skill level goes up because our margin of error goes down versus these hunters, right? So you have a
exactly.
hunter that switched the meta, brought back characters specifically for her, made other hunters indirectly better. You see Gamekeeper? If we practiced Gamekeeper 10 hours a day, he would not be as good. But now he is because now I got practice versus both of them. So now going into these tournaments, now I have to practice versus Gamekeeper and Witch, Spider, Hermit. You know what's going to happen? Oh, now Sangria's stock value goes up more. So now Sangria's going to start winning again. So when you have a hunter that literally dictates the meta, you, and is all you have to permaban her. You have to ban Sangria. You have to. If you go Sangria second round, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, when yeah, S tier. And if you might ask, who are the other hunters that completely shifted the meta? Clerk completely shifted the meta. When Clerk released, the entire meta changed. You have to kite together. You have to have harassers. And then at the time, Wheel shifted the meta. Those two hunters, in my opinion, broke the meta. It was Wheel, Clerk, and now Sangria. And
Yeah.
if history repeats itself, Sangria will eventually become niche. That's after she's nerfed 4 more times. And unless she's nerfed again, she will always be first because you have to put so much time and effort. The moment a team stops practicing against her, they will get 4-man. It's that simple. So yeah, I think I'm that's good.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Sangria broke. She's broke.
Yeah.
So she gets nerfed four more
Fools.
times.
She would have to get nerfed 4 more times, and she'd still be A tier.
Yeah.
Fool's gold.
I think nah, he's not B. Nah, ain't no way. He's C or D.
No, nah, he's D.
I don't know what are his good maps are, but I think he's
Um, we played the number one hermit in the world in Koa and did fine. Um,
yeah, Herbert.
not hermit. We played the number one fool's gold in the world in Koa, and we did fine. We
Yeah, I
did
think
fine.
Fool's Gold, yeah, his kit. is too counterable in the chase and in the camp, especially against pro rescuers. I think people really overlook how good the rescuers are. Very good, very good. They're not getting stuff to full gold. So I mean,
All right. All right. Now we have Ivy.
wow,
Notice how
we're
we
to
put
the end
Ivy
of
in
this.
discussion.
We're
Yeah,
to the
it's
end of
only
this.
been 2 hours. Has
Ivy.
it? Hour and a half. Wow.
Yeah, Ivy. She is literally a baby witch. Wait, no, nah. She is the new witch. There's an old witch and she's the new witch. They play almost the same. Almost. Not totally. I mean, I think on paper, Witch's Chase is better, but it's really hard to tell. She doesn't really have camp. Nah, in fact, she got nothing. She has nothing for camp. I mean, her map pressure is where it's at.
Okay. So my opinion on Ivy. Um, yeah. So Ivy's A or B. Um, Obviously we don't see her in tournaments, but she's the type of hunter that can counter comp. Um, I think she's gonna be niche. I don't think everyone will learn her, such as Witch, because she's a hard hunter to learn. She will be played in tournaments. Is she S tier? We can't say she's S tier until we see her in tournaments. Um, I'm a hard stuck A tier. I think Ivy's A tier, and I think Ivy has the potential to be top three hunter in the game. Potential. I have to see how survivors adapt, and then she adapts to those survivors. But as of right now, Ivy will be played everywhere because obviously she's new. In tournaments, I think survivors will be able to counter her once they know what they're doing. But her end game is so good. Um, I think she's A or B. We're gonna leave her in Ivy discussion because we don't know where she'll go. My opinion is probably A. Spencer's is probably B. Um, but she'll be in tournaments. I promise. Her chase is lackluster, but everyone's still trying to figure her out. Once
Yeah,
like I'm thinking of peak ceiling Ivy, like the number one Ivy skill level. It took Witch like a year to get discovered as a good hunter. Everyone has to remember that. Witch was ass until she wasn't. That's how Ivy will be. Ivy is ass until she's not, and she's the number one banned hunter in every rank, in every region. Um,
yeah.
that says a lot. Is she better than Sangria? No, you can't say that. You just can't. No one will be better
No.
than Sangria.
Right now,
But
no.
she has the potential to be as good as Gamekeeper and she does. I'm telling everyone she does. We just have to see how it plays out. She counters almost every survivor, kiting wise, but she has zero camp whatsoever. So that has to be addressed. If she can kill someone faster than Witch, she's better than Witch. If she can't kill someone faster than Witch, Witch is probably better than her. Both have similarities, though. You need to counter them. If you don't go a counter comp versus Ivy, I think you can lose. So it's up for discussion. But yeah, that's basically it.
I mean, yeah, her performance will be wonky. Survivors are figuring her out, and so are hunters. So she's new. She's probably gonna be tested. She's the new era witch. No one knows how it's gonna go. The history says it took a year for her to get good. It might happen again. It might not. We'll just have to see. Right now right now she's ass, bro. No one knows what they're doing. But that will probably change
Agreed.
in
She's
tournaments.
right now she's not great. If we were ranking her right now, she'd be rank hunter. Right now she'd be definitely rank hunter. But I'm predicting her ceiling, and her ceiling's A. It'll just take a
Yeah,
certain type of hunter to play her, a certain
her
type of
ceiling
hunter,
is
and
A.
that like the witches, the DXs, the sprinters. The DXs, the sprinters, the Zoms, they will show her true potential, but until we see her true potential, we can't really rank her. If I had to just gut feeling it, I'd say top of A tier. I think she's top A tier. I would put her right
Damn,
behind
bro, chill
Anne,
out, bro, chill out, bro, chill out.
just because she's banned. She's perma banned in rank, and that's because she wins in rank. Um, but what will happen is Ivy's will start winning. This is what will happen. Ivy's will just start winning. She'll be played in the next tournament. She'll start winning. She'll then start getting countered, and then she'll counter again, and then it'll even out. The only hunter that has not gone through that cycle is Sangria. There is no survivors will figure her out. There is just Sangria. Everyone else goes through cycles of, oh, this hunter will win, and then the other survivors won, and then the hunter will win, and then it'll even out. Like Gamekeeper, like Ant. Sangria has not. Sangria doesn't have that. Ivy does. So that's how I predict she'll be. I think she'll go from A to B to A to B, probably. So,
Yeah. Oh man, I think that's
oh
every
my
hunter.
gosh. Oh, I thought this would be 40 minutes. Yeah, I have to outro. I'm not ending the stream yet, but I just have to outro the video. Anyway, guys, I hope you learned a lot from that. Yeah, Sangria is obviously the best hunter in the game, and I think this tier list is pretty accurate. Organizational wise, probably not. But I probably don't have enough time to organize it. Looking at it as a quick peek, I agree. I think with everything here. Um,
Yeah.
Night Watch, yeah, Night Watch worse than Hermit. Spider better than Hermit. Spider and Hermit might be able to get switched, and so Dreamwitch, Spider, Hermit, you can switch however you like. It was preference at that point. And then if you look at Hunter rank, Clerk is quintessential best hunter, and then I would probably say Geisha. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, no, I think the list is fine. BQ's the best non-meta hunter. You could argue Mad Eyes, but that's very specialty. And then Nayad, yeah, okay, I agree with everything here. I hope you guys did enjoy this. We'll be doing Survivor next. Hopefully that's not a 5-hour stream. We're gonna have to maybe be a little more quicker with Survivor since there are 40 of them. But I appreciate it. These are professional Hunter Sprinter and professional Schmiddy from Team Rival. If you are watching from Billy, thank you. If you are watching on YouTube, I appreciate all. Appreciate all the comments, and it was fun to debate. This is really fun. We'll do this more often. We'll do this every season. But yeah, have a great day, great night wherever you are. Spencer, you can say bye too.
Bye. That's good.
Bye bye. Yeah. Okay. Um,
Oh my god.
Z's brought up DX. So yeah, DX. This is the last thing, and then I probably gotta go. DX. The thing with DX is the same with Sprinter and it's the same with Zom. When you think of the top 5 best hunters in the world, and I asked multiple pros this, when you think of the top 5 best hunters in the world, the top 5 are in no order. Well, number one Zom, and then the rest are. I'm not lying. This is not biased. I talk to people. The top 5 are Zom, Sprinter, DX, um, Zom, Sprinter, DX. Right now, probably you have to argue PPA, PPA, and then AKA or Alf. Those are the top 500s. Um, Obviously, give or take, everyone has their opinion, but objectively speaking, you could throw Choi in there. When these hunters are playing, if they are not 4-manning every game, every single game of 4-man, it's considered underwhelming. Now, DX single-handedly won Koa last year. Single-handedly won Koa last year.
Yeah, he was good in a
And this year
survivor
he didn't
meta.
do great. This year he did not do great. It's a hunter meta, and he couldn't buy a win. He just couldn't. Um, so, but he didn't do bad. He didn't do bad. It's just we hold these hunters to these 500s to such a high standard. We hold them to. We're like, wow, he didn't win. What's wrong? And I agree, DX is amazing, but he did poorly this Koa. Um, for example, when Zom lost at Sangria that one time, we're like, what the heck? He never loses. When Spencer lost his witch, everyone's like, what? You notice outside of the 500s, when one of the hunters outside of the 5 loses, we're like, okay, I get it. When the 5, Spencer DX, Zom, aka Choi, you know those, Alf, when they lose, it's national news. Okay. So when so for to answer your question, yes, DX did not play well, but he didn't play bad. He just played bad compared to what he is. He still tied a lot. He just didn't win. Um, so that's probably that's probably my rebuttal. Does Soul Weaver's buff make her that better? Yeah, yeah, it does. She'll be played a lot. Okay, I'm going to end my stream, Spencer. I don't know what
That
you'll do.
is it. All right. Well, Schmiddy, I think I've won the argument. So
Argument of what?
I'll win the
Yeah.
argument of
All right, bye,
Survivor.
Spencer stream. Oh, Survivor now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, people will sit around for that. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all for watching. And first stream coming back. It was more of a test stream for me. I didn't really know how to stream Google Chrome or any of that. It wasn't hard. One thing I have to fix is this white background. That's probably too blinding for people. But I will figure that out. I will try to find days to be consistent as we are now. Arrival. I will stream more. I will. There's a question. Question I saw. I'll stream. Oh, hey, Numer, welcome back. Damn, it has been a while. I played you, I think, 3 years ago. But I hope you all enjoyed. We will do more. More will come. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.